Wing Chun Kung Fu from my master Mui. Wing Chun Kung Fu, I don't think it's very hard because you can say that because I feel it's fun. And for my own opinion, because I have been in Australia for quite a few years, and I met William Zhang, and William Zhang was learning the Wing Chun Kung Fu, and he always told me how good the Wing Chun Kung Fu is at that time, and he said if I like to learn it, he really need to teach me. And you know what I said to him? Because I treat him just like a buddy because we like to play snooker game all the time, see? And I say, no, I'm not going to follow you to learn the Wing Chun. By the time when I got a chance to go back to Hong Kong, I will find a good instructor. And at that time, I met a fellow, is also a Wing Chun guy. His name is called Chen Yin-hei. But now he was passed away for a few years already. And he was a senior student learning from Yip Man.
Right.
And in Hong Kong, and then he tried to introduce a few persons for me to follow to learn the Wing Chun Kung Fu.
Right.
But at that time, the first generation, the Grandmaster Yip Man was still alive. And he asked me, do you like this old man? You like to follow him to learn it? I said no. And the second one, that one was quite well known. You can call that because he's a very good fighter. His name is called Wong Sun Leung. And I saw that guy was the same height like me. And I said no. And the third one was a tall guy. And looks very friendly. And then I said to him, I choose this one. I think maybe what you call is a very good personality. So I followed this tall guy, and his name is called Mui.
Right.
That is my Wing Chun master, Kung Fu teacher. And then I was very lucky. I can hang around with him all the time because at that time he was working in the housing department, something like that. But most of the staff in the housing department is my seafood student. That's why, and he got a very free job. He said every day he only go to check on the stationery, what you call that. Once when he see a list, suppose the different suburb need some stationery, like what you call the P4 paper or the pencil. And my seafood, he is going to pick it up and send it to different suburbs. Different places. What do you call that?
This is stationary.
Stationary. He is the one to follow the chart, the paper list. Suppose Mongkok need a dozen of pencil, so he have to
Check
send,
if track if the pencil,
like
they receive the pencil.
He's keeping, I guess, inventory, and he's distributing all the stationary inventory for the Hong Kong government.
Not for the Hong Kong, because for the Hong Kong housing department.
Hong Kong, housing department. I guess.
But the housing department is so huge. It's at different places. Say some in the New Territory and some in the city zone and something like that. So my seafood was very free at that time. That means when you fed every day only work for 1 hour, and then he was a free man. And he was just like a big kid. He liked to find anybody to keep a company with him, to playing around. So, but mostly we go for yum cha at about up to about 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, and then we go up to his place to learn the Wing Chun Kung Fu. But at that time, we can say it's 6 days a week. And if you like, even on Sunday, you still can go up to play. There's nobody stop it. And when you feel that you want to carry on, you want to have the supper there and see more, is willingly to cook for you too. And some secret. At that time when I was learning the Kung Fu, I had a girlfriend too, hanging around with me all the time. Going up there 嗰陣時我有女朋友係帶埋上嚟and she got a lovely daughter. What you call her name I forgot it. 個女叫咩名？大嗰個啦，慧華，Vivian and always I hold her up and go down to buy something to eat. That is I learned the Kung Fu. That means not only because I have to pay $30 for a month, but the seafood is real generosity. Every time when you go up to pay the Kung Fu, you have to sign your name in a small book. But he never force you, well, will be the day you need to pay the school rent or not. But only one thing, once when you finish to pay the Kung Fu at about 9 o'clock, you have to say that seafood, you want to come down with me or not. Otherwise, she feel very upset, very unhappy, because he always like people to keep company with him. That's it. And once when he teach our Kung Fu, he's very strict, and he will tell you all the small detail. That's it. And by that time, so lucky because Grandmaster Yipman was the same area, same street near our school. So we have so many opportunity to meet the Grandmaster and went to tea house with Grandmaster together. And by the way, when you went up to the tea house, and you will meet a lot of the sea soap, like Wang Sun. So that means I was so lucky. In Wing Chun, I knew a lot of my sea soap, sea bak. That's it. And meanwhile, see, it's always, by the way, when we are paying the Kung Fu, always on Saturday, you know, so many Sipa to come up to keep the company with us, such as Mak Po, Lei Wing, and Wang Wing. But these three guys been passed away already. Wang Wing was a private student of Yip Man, and Li Wing is a fat guy. And Mak Po, you heard about the Mak Po now in America. He's a big guy. So we have so many chance to be gathering together. Go to the Xiu Ye at the night time and go to the Yam Cha. That's it. And Sifu always try to teach us, no matter you meet somebody, it's a Wing Chun guy, you have to pay your respect. That's it.
Sipa, you mentioned the monthly fee you paid, the $30 per month.
$30
Could you remember if there was
What
much
age?
difference between the Wing Chun teachers at that time, the price they
Between
charged?
now?
No, between them at that time.
What do you mean?
You paid
$30
to Sigong Moya.
Yeah.
So the other teachers, they charge
Probably are the same. Maybe some of them may be a little bit higher. Yeah. But at that time, so even now, some people pay $300. That means 10% higher now. Right? You said we pay $30, but now it's $300. But some of them they pay $500.
Right. It was high. It was $30 at that time. Was much money or not?
Oh, not much, not less. Just quite reasonable.
Right.
And the Sifu, see how to say that. He doesn't really care about you pay the school fee or not. He never force you. Not like some Sifu, because they depend on the living. Then maybe they force you times that you have to pay the. But he never mentioned about it. He all mentioned is he cared that you need to keep the company with him every day. Right? No matter you go after the Kung Fu lesson, when you say I want to go home, then Will you say that is honestly, you go directly home. Otherwise, you let him know that you will be with some other guy. He will be like a kid, nearly cry. The same just like you in the New York with him, all the same. Like the girl, he like keep the company all the time.
So can you say something about your colleagues? There was you. How many of you were the Wing Chun practitioners at the Grandmaster Moyat School?
Oh, many because many. Because they live in the place, in the ninth floor, 係9樓㗎嚇. But it's not a big place. But it's quite warm in there. There's so many people. They just going down. And at that period, I was lucky to be learning with mostly they were my 師兄, such as Sunny Deng, Sam Lau, and Jia Fei Chen. And one of the 師兄 at that time was working in the South Africa. 嗰個黃漢忠啊，黃偉忠. And one big fellow just like the same like Mickey 嗰個佛爺咧 is living. He's working in the housing society. He's a senior manager. So many. They saw all senior than me. I was the latest one, almost the latest one.
有一個響嗰個移民局做到幾年？
Oh, I forgot. One was working in the immigration department. Oh, I forgot the name.
好高級嘅。
我真係唔記得，係咪姓鄧㗎？姓鄧嘅就喺新界啊。我唔記得啦佢。
Because that many students, only the close one you remember the name, but some, quite distant. And
But now, even now, we can keep in touch with Sunny Deng and Sam Lau, and it's so close.
Can you tell us something about the relationship between the Wing Chun school and the other styles? It was a good relationship, a friendship relation.
No,
or
because
rival?
Qigong doesn't like that our style to communicate with other Kung Fu style. What you call the Qigong is very humble and very, what you call it, very seldom. He doesn't like to communicate with other style of that. It's only one. It's what you call the 梁家芳. It's called the 蛇形刁手. 師公曾經讚過咧，蛇形刁手咧係好功夫，就係師公讚過。但係咧，即係詠春咧唔係幾中意聯繫所有嘅人。We haven't got the the drum. We haven't got the lion dance. Wing Chun style doesn't like that kind of the rubbish. We just concentrate about the Wing Chun Kung Fu. And Sifu and Grandmaster always said, Wing Chun is a kind of the very noble martial art. And besides, you need to using your brain.